Yeah. What's good, Rico? Oh yeah. By the way, I'm a Christian rapper. Say what? Yeah, I'm just keeping it 100 for you. What good are your dogs if they ain't loyal? We were all meant for so much more. Royal. Hey guys, as many of you know, I just released my debut album up on Bandcamp. I made it available for pre-order. So you can actually check out that link below. But what I wanted to do is, over the next couple weeks before the album comes out, just do a short little video explaining each of the songs on the album. So you can get to know me a little better. You can get to know kind of where my mind was at when I wrote it. Kind of the who, what, when, where, why of the album. So the first song that you just heard a little bit of is called Keepin at 100. It's produced by Rico Gibson. He actually sent me the beat, and I fell in love with it the moment I heard it because it was such a chill, laid-back track. I figured this is a perfect way to start an album. You know, a lot of artists come in really hard, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not really kind of who I am. So I started it off real soft, and I think it's a really, really great track to lay out the foundation of what you're about to hear, because me personally, I like to allow you guys to hear a little bit of my heart and who I am before you listen to the whole album. And it's more about the experience of coming to know me as a person and as a believer. So the first verse, it's funny, I actually wrote this song and Holier Than Thou on the same day, but I wrote the first verse sitting outside of school one day. Many of you know I'm a plumber by trade, so I was in school at the time, and we had just had our first son. So I was working on music whenever I could, so I wrote that song, and the first verse is dealing with a little bit of the hate that I had caught for performing in bars, because I do perform in bars. I seek to go in and to share the gospel through music, but a lot of people had gotten after me for it, saying I shouldn't be going into bars, it's wrong to do so. So I just wanted to kind of deal with that aspect of what I do. So I put that in. That's the first verse. The second verse is dealing with a little bit more of my doctrinal convictions. If you have me on Facebook, you probably know where I stand doctrinally, because I'm kind of an open book when it comes to that kind of stuff. I'm very opinionated. I know some of you guys are like, what? No, not you. But yeah, me. I'm, very, very opinionated. Anyways, so just dealing with that. And then the third verse is kind of where I stand as a Christian rapper, because I am a Christian rapper. I'm not ashamed of the title. I'm not a rapper that's Christian. I'm a Christian rapper. You heard that at the very beginning there. But just how I don't listen to secular music. I don't make it a regular practice. I don't feature on secular artists' music. Whenever people hit me up for features, if you want a feature, I'm more than down to jump on a feature, but it has to be glorifying God, because that's what I do. That's what my music's about. So just kind of like my convictions as a Christian rapper. That's what the third verse is about. So you kind of get like a really good overview of who I am as an artist. And yeah, I mean, that's the first song, and I really enjoy it. I think a lot of people will kind of know me a little bit better. But that's the first song.
I know I'm holy, but let's keep it in perspective while we kicking it. It's only for the reason the Jews were in Leviticus. Romans 12:2, the mind frame I be fishing with. My imperfection, my initiative. To disregard my belly, bread alone is still death. And dry bones need to feel breath. Yes, my waist skirted with that Paul Pierce. I ball fierce, what I'm spitting ain't for dull ears. When your steps get appointed and you blessed and anointed to serve, you know that holiness is part of the work. So we maintain his standards, keep a heart for the word.
Holier Than Thou was an interesting track. I was actually sitting at the lunch table with a bunch of buddies from trade school, and I was reading my Bible, and this topic came up of how I was almost holier than thou because I wasn't participating in a lot of the things they were talking about. So I took that idea and I ran with it. I hit up Reed B, and I hollered at him because I really like his stuff. So I asked if he wanted to jump on the track. Rico had sent me the beat maybe a couple days before, and I asked him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm definitely down." And I had saw him post about a guy named Tone Spain, so I checked out Tone Spain's page, and we started talking. I'm like, "Yeah, are you a rapper? I hear you're a rapper." And he told me about his upcoming album, and initially I hadn't even thought of him for a feature. I just, I always check out new artists, so Tone basically said I could listen to his album early because he wanted to get some more perspectives on it. So he sent me his album, and instantly I knew I wanted him for a feature because I absolutely, and it's funny because the order that it came in was totally off from the track listing that it is on iTunes. It was way backwards. One of the first songs I heard was Doing Work, and I was like, man, this dude is insane. I need to get him on a track. So I ran the idea past him, and I didn't even tell Reed B and Tone that they were going to be on the same song, and they ended up talking with each other, and both said that, oh yeah, A.O.N's hollered at me, he wants to get me on a song. The other Tone said, yeah, me too. And they sent the beats back to each other, and I guess it was the same beat, so they kind of figured they were on the same song, and they're like, why didn't you tell us? So I didn't really tell them, but regardless, it turned out really well. I was really happy with the way it worked. Did take a while to get their verses. They need to speed it up with writing. But no, I think they both killed it. Like, they both did really well. It's kind of doesn't feel good to be the worst rapper on your own album. But it turned out really well. I was really happy about it. The idea came up at the lunch table, and I wrote my verse at the lunch table, and I really didn't like my verse when I initially wrote it. I never do like any of my verses, but yeah, I sat with it, recorded it, sent it to them. They all liked it. So yeah, we ended up getting their verses, sent it off to Rico. He loved it, and he mixed and mastered it right away, and it was actually the second single to be released from the album a couple months back, and we got really good reception. It got posted on Rapzilla, Jam the Hype, but yeah, it's just a fun track that I like to have fun with, drop some punchlines, like speed up the flow in one little spot, that kind of thing, just a fun track. So, and I mean, how many times have we as Christians been called, holier than thou? And so, yeah, that's the second track, and 13 days left until the album drops. So, if you guys are watching this and you made it this far, thank you so much. It shows me as an artist that you actually care about knowing me as a person and, checking out the music when it comes out. Make sure to look down, because I do have the link for the album. You can pre-order it now, and it's $5 to pre-order, and when I release it, it's going to end up going up to $7. So you save money by ordering it now, by pre-ordering it, and you get 3 singles right off the bat. Holier Than Thou, of course, I Win, You Lose, and Everywhere. But we'll get to those in the next couple days. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe, hit like, hit share this video. Let me know that you guys are digging kind of what I'm doing. Anyways, thanks.
Said I'm keeping it 100 for you. You don't want that real, sorry, I got nothing for you. What good are your dogs if they ain't loyal? Real talk, I'm just keeping it 100 for you. Yeah, now I'm rocking on my own song. No features in the bleachers, they were so gone so long. Just hold on and run and tell Chappelle that I keep it real, even when it goes wrong. I know a couple people listening hard, pointing fingers cause I'm Christian and I'm spitting in bars. But if you ask me, I'd say they missing the mark, cause we be fishing, delivering